look at that. Yeah. Scorpio. I'm not a Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? My mama was a Scorpio. I have an ex-wife that was a Scorpio. Uh, I love y'all, man. Say, I love Scorpio people. You know why I like Scorpio people? Because Scorpios are uh, if I was to choose an ally to go to war, to help me go to war, it would be a Scorpio. Why? Because Scorpios on the real make good private detectives. Scorpios on the real are naturally jealous. They really don't mean nothing, no harm. They're just very vigilant. They're very watchful and they're very private and they're very secretive. That's the thing I hate about Scorpios. Y'all want to know about everybody, but you don't want nobody to know about you. And it's fine. It's just that how I deal with Scorpio people, I don't try to figure y'all out. We get along perfectly fine due to the fact that I have Cancer rising and I also have Pisces moon. As a Libra sun, we don't really see eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story. But Scorpios, man, people. How I figure how I can actually find out if a person's a Scorpio is by their eyes. Scorpios have a way of looking at people, and their eyes, they have these eyes. Like if you really, especially if you're an empath and you're very spiritual, you can read. Like I could sometimes tell when a person is an Aries by their eyebrows, because you see the ram. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody got that. You could tell when you're dealing with a straight up Aries. But Scorpios, like when you look at the Reverend Run, you know what I'm saying? Run is a Scorpio from the legendary group Run DMC. He has these eyes, or they have these eyes where they could just look at you. And it's like when you look at him, it's like that the pupils turn dark. And it's like they're looking straight in your soul. It's so powerful that sometimes you gotta look away. They tear you apart with their eyes. You know, you looking at a Scorpio, and a Scorpio could tell when you're lying to them. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and out. I'm not talking about just any Scorpio. I'm talking about like an evolved Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and out. The men, when you're dealing with the men Scorpio, you got to be very careful, because like Scorpio, like Capricorn, they're very strategic. They're very, very secretive, very strategic, militaristic. You look at somebody like Michael Jai White, that's a dangerous Scorpio. This motherfucker here, master of like 9, 10 styles. You know what I'm saying? And Scorpios, when they hit you in areas that you weren't even paying attention to. Straight up and down. You see these pinchers? It ain't these pinchers you gotta worry about. It's the tail. Straight up and down. And they don't go bothering people. Scorpio people do not bother no one at all. But if you cross a Scorpio, make sure on the real you have you have the eyes in back of your head, because Scorpios can be very, very, very unforgiving, merciless, sadistic, cruel, and can be cold. They don't forget a wrong done to them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like Cancer, Pisces, they're very emotional. Scorpios, they have tough shell like a Cancer, but they're also sensitive. How do you deal with a Scorpio? How do you basically defeat a Scorpio? It's simple. You're not gonna do that, especially if they're an evolved Scorpio. Scorpios can be self-destructive due to vices, due to promiscuous lifestyle, drugs, alcohol. They can have an obsession with chocolate. They can have obsession with food. They can have obsession with something that's self-destructive. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I encounter Scorpio, especially women, they come with those pictures and they got their tail. The tail, they just basically looking for a weakness. So what I do, I don't try to, I just basically take their pictures, put them together with their tail and put them over there. That's, because trying to figure a Scorpio out, man, can be a headache. They're very, very enigmatic, very mysterious. It's like a love-hate with them. My mama was a Scorpio. Me and my mom used to butt heads a lot. But one thing I could say about my mama is that my mama was very, very private, and she was combative. When we used to stay in Queens, my mom would take us to Brooklyn. We would stay with my grandmother for a while. Growing up, you know what I'm saying? My mom growing up, she had a rough time. She used to love to fight. You know what I'm saying? Love to fight. She stayed in shit. My grandmother was like, hurry up, get the kids and take us back home to Queens. You know what I mean? Because my mom stayed in shit. You know what I'm saying? Scorpios, they don't go looking for problems, but if you fuck with a Scorpio, male and female, they're going to get you. Straight up and down. And Scorpio women, I love me some Scorpio women. I don't give a damn if they're ugly, fat, skinny, whatever. I love them. It's just something about Scorpio women that I think what it is too is that, like, I'm going to make a separate video about the female because I was married to one. But the conversations all Scorpios, we have is deep. If it's metaphysics, spirituality, something dealing with social issues, anything dealing with the advancement of the mind, anything dealing with metaphysics, Scorpios can go all day. They're deep. Like they're deep like Pisces, man. But yeah, Scorpio people, man. Yeah. This Scorpio season, man, you know what I'm saying? Big up to all my Scorpios. My mama inspired me, you know what I'm saying, to carve this. So I know a lot of y'all probably wondering, why is it that he always got scorpions in, because my mama, for one, was a Scorpio. She was a straight up Scorpio. See how that Scorpio is? They bury themselves in rocks. They don't like you in their business. If they sociable, they sociable. If they don't like you, they don't like you. My mom was a hard person to read, to understand. But salute to all my Scorpio peoples, man. Straight up and down. You'll never figure them out. How you figure them out? Just sit back and watch. That's the only way. And you want to have a lot of patience, man. But big up to Scorpios, man. Scorpio people is one of my favorite signs of the zodiac. It's a unique sign. Very unique. They're going to do their research on you. They're going to do background check. They are private, and they make good private investigators, and they make good fighters. Straight up. Javante Davis. Michael Jai White. Who else is a Scorpio that's a good fighter? It's a lot of them, man. Bruce Lee was also a Scorpion moon. And when you're dealing with the moon sign, the moon represents your private life, who you are when the camera's not on you. So, I don't want to come off as an astrologist or a master at the zodiac. When it comes to the zodiac, I'm a fool with it. You know what I'm saying? I know about the Chinese zodiac as well. Like my mama, she was one of the worst scorpions in the zodiac. She was a Scorpio tiger, born 1950. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I know about Scorpio tigers, Scorpion ox, Scorpion rat, Scorpion rooster, and the list goes on. But big up to all my Scorpios. I love y'all, man. Straight up and down, man. Motherfuckers. Love y'all, man. I got special love for y'all, man. One, holla.